Ladies and gentlemen, each day we will shine the light on character education in action. Today we present the Sandwich West Public School Students Taking Action Project, MAD. Welcome please, Abby Guinard, Sim Patel, and Ruby McKinnon.
Good afternoon. In the words of Ralph Waldo Emerson, to appreciate beauty, to find the best in others, to leave the world a bit better, whether by a healthy child or a garden patch, to know even one life has breathed easier because you have lived, this is to be a success.
Our inspiration for our MAD project came to us when we were reading a book with our vice principal, Madame Bergen. The book was called Hannah's Suitcase. It was about a young Jewish girl during World War II. At the end of the book, there is a section from 2007 from Hannah's brother George. He talks about TRC. T is for tolerance. It means accepting others or differences, even if you don't agree. R is for respect. It means giving a positive feeling of esteem or difference for others. C is for compassion. It is a deep awareness of the suffering of another couples with a wish to relieve it. If everyone lived by this, there would be no cruelty, no racism, and anyone just being mean. We thought we should live by this and help spread TRC. So with the help of Miss Bergen and Madame Eiler, we put together a Making a Difference team, totaling 32 members.
Our very first project for MAD was volunteering at the Windsor-Essex Food Bank. The food bank was short on volunteers this year, and we thought we would give a helping hand. Going to the food bank was a new experience for most of the MAD team. We were amazed by the amount of food that was donated, and it felt good knowing that other people also want to make a difference in this world. We wasted no time. We went on a quick little tour and then went straight to work. Our goal was to put together as many Christmas dinner packages in the given time. Therefore, the most efficient way to achieve this goal was through teamwork. As a result, 2 people were assigned to a certain food item to place in each package. Once we got started, it was amazing how smoothly and sufficiently we carried out the work. Additionally, a few MAD members got the opportunity to not only make the packages, but serve them too, which proved to be a very heartwarming and eye-opening experience. By the end of the day, our team succeeded in preparing 250 packages for less fortunate families. It only took 1 hour of effort to make a difference in 250 families' lives, but we couldn't have done it without teamwork. The whole MAD team came together as a group, putting all their differences aside in order to make a positive effect in someone else's life. This is what MAD is all about, making a difference. Now I would like to introduce a fellow member of the MAD team and a friend, Abby Guinard, who will be talking about our experience at Rose Garden Villa Nursing Home.
One of the major events in which MAD took part in was an amazing trip to Rose Garden Villa long-term care facility. The reason we went there was to paint with the residents and to entertain them with some musical performances. Some of the pieces even included songs from Sandwich West's production of High School Musical Junior. Our group wanted to give the residents an opportunity to try something new, like painting with a teenager, listening to different music, and simply meeting some kids who were there just to see them. For some of the residents, I think our visit was an opportunity to have something new and special introduced into their everyday schedule. For others, however, I hope our visit actually meant some kind of diversion from the illness we saw they were dealing with. So although we, as young people, were there to provide entertainment and companionship to the elderly residents of Rose Garden Villa, it was also an opportunity for the members of MAD to really feel like a part of our community, to actually give something to someone else. Now I would like to introduce a friend who I was lucky to be a part of MAD with, Ruby McKinnon, who will be speaking about our 3rd MAD outing.
The 3rd project for the MAD team was a trip to the downtown Mission. This was a new experience for probably everyone there because we had never been before. I think that it really opened everyone's eyes to the reality that exists beyond our own lives. Because we live in such great conditions, we tend to assume that everyone in this area is as fortunate as we are. We don't really consider the fact that there are people living around here who don't have the basic necessities. I think that many of us were surprised, but of course we were ready to help however we could. We spent the day packaging all these items that were to be given to less fortunate families. Basic needs, things like toothbrushes, toothpaste, and shampoo. I'm very glad that we were able to have this experience because I think it taught us all we need to realize that even in such a privileged area, not everyone is as fortunate as we are. I would now like to welcome Lauren back up to talk about our school's shoe drive.
It was May and getting close to the end of the school year. We were very proud of all our accomplishments, but we knew there were still a lot of people who needed some extra help. In the town of Ghana, Africa, for children to go to school, they have to walk many miles, and many of them don't have any shoes to wear, so they have to walk barefoot. We saw pictures of the kids in their bare feet in the harsh environments of Africa and thought we could make their lives just a little bit easier by giving them shoes. Our teacher and vice principal came into contact with a man named Mr. Godfrey Bashia. He grew up in Ghana, Africa. He was really interested in school because he knew the only way for him to get out of the cycle of poverty he was born into would be through education. He is now a pediatrician in Windsor. The MAD team had the privilege to meet with him when he came to our school. He stressed how lucky we were to be born in a wealthy community with some of the best education in the world. Our school brought in new and gently used shoes that Dr. Bachia would bring to his hometown in Africa, to a school called Degree. With the help of our school, we donated over 400 pairs of shoes that would give 400 African children an easier access to education. Lastly, and most close to our hearts, is the story of Tori Pravana, a young boy who attended Sandwich West Public School, who has been diagnosed with Duchenne muscular dystrophy. Our MAD team was able to help kickstart Jesse's journey in Tori's name by presenting the first check to Tori and celebrating him with his family as they embarked on the motorcycle ride of their life to raise funds and awareness for this debilitating disease. Later, his mother shared with us how important it is for Tori to have the backing and support of his friends and peers, and to us, in itself, that made all the difference. I'd like to call Abby back up.
The majority of the students at our school and those who participated in MAD are very fortunate to have had many opportunities afforded to them by their parents. By participating in our group, we were actually given insight into the lives of others. We recognize that hunger is not something that only happens somewhere else, on some other continent. It really happens in our community. People get lonely even when they live with others. Not everyone has shoes that will walk them to school. I believe that our MAD team members actually got to feel like we were part of this community, this country, this world. It is evident that we have a responsibility to give back and make a difference in the lives of others.
We hope that we can influence others in our community and maybe even further to take that one step to make a difference. It really only takes one person to speak up and say, "What if we did this?" And before you know it, you'll have so many people ready to step up and help those in need. We hope that other schools might start their own MAD teams. But it doesn't even take a whole team. One person really can make such a difference. The smallest action from one can completely change the life of another.